Tyler from Inspire Sports, and let's talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick and his injury. What it means for fantasy football, because I've been getting a lot of questions about Terry McLaurin, Logan Thomas, Antonio Gibson. So what does it mean for fantasy football? I make new content like this every single day, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So the first thing is Ryan Fitzpatrick suffered a hip injury, and he's going to be placed on IR. There's no timetable right now for the injury, so we don't know how long he's going to be out for or if it's season-ending injury. Now, there's two guys I would recommend for you to go and watch if you want the full injury breakdown. The fantasy doctors are number one, and the Pro Football Doc over on Twitter is the second guy. They give great insight on the injury and how long they anticipate these guys being out for. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on the fantasy implications of this injury. Number one, unfortunately for Ryan Fitzpatrick, this is unfortunate news, and I wish him the best of luck going forward. But personally, I think Taylor Heinicke is going to be better for this offense, in my opinion. That might not be a popular take because a lot of people like Ryan Fitzpatrick, but he's been a journeyman quarterback. He's 39. He has flashes where he's pretty good, but then a lot of the time he's pretty bad. And a lot of people like to forget those bad moments for the good moments. I just don't like him. I didn't really like him heading into the season, and I didn't have high hopes for him. Now, I did like Terry McLaurin, but I think, honestly, Taylor Heinicke is going to be just as good for Terry McLaurin, if not better. Taylor Heinicke proved last year that he could do it in the playoff game against Tampa Bay, and in this game, he came in and he performed pretty well. He was, I believe, 11 for 15 for 100-some yards and a touchdown, and on those 15 throws, he targeted Terry McLaurin 4 times. So that's a 26% target share. And there's actually another throw he targeted, but it ended up being roughing the passer, which they took that penalty for. It was an incomplete pass as well. So there's potential here for Terry McLaurin. If you have Terry McLaurin, hold on to him. Do not try to trade him. And in fact, if you don't have Terry McLaurin, I would go out and try to get Terry McLaurin right now because his value is never going to be lower than it is right now. It's not going to be lower. Somebody, the fantasy manager, could be panicking a little bit because of this IR news with Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I would actually go out and send some offers to the Terry McLaurin manager. Logan Thomas, he's going to be fine as well. Logan Thomas, first off, tight ends are pretty ugly in fantasy football. So I would want a top 10 tight end, and he's still a top 10 guy. He produced last year with a slew of quarterbacks, so he's going to be fine. And then some people kind of question Antonio Gibson because he fumbled twice. And now with this news, I get a lot of questions as, what should I do with Antonio Gibson? Is he going to be okay? And as long as the fumbles don't become a reoccurring issue week to week, he's going to be fine. I think he had 23 touches in this game. Don't panic about him. He's going to be A-okay. And in fact, once again, if people are thinking that about Antonio Gibson, go out and try to get Antonio Gibson because, once again, his value is never going to be lower. Taylor Heinicke needs to be rostered in your 2-quarterback superflex leagues. He's the top priority ad for me this upcoming week because I do think that there's potential here because his legs, he's able to pick up some yards with his legs. Now, nothing to Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, those kind of guys, but he's able to do some work with his legs, and that gives this offense another dimension to it. So personally, I think this is honestly better for Washington in terms of fantasy football. I'm not really that worried with Ryan Fitzpatrick going to IR for these guys. Keep them, hold them, and try to trade for them if you don't have them. So hopefully that helps you out. It gives you some insight on this offense going forward. If you like this content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.